Hi everyone, this is a video review of the Transformers Robots in Disguise 2015 Power Surge Optimus Prime. And after this review, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. As for the figure itself, here you can see it in robot mode. He's got this really cool white and blue paint job, just like the larger Power Surge Optimus Prime figure. I really do like this design of the chest. Do like the nice V-shaped design right here with the blue translucent parts. I do like the white paint around it. Like the white shoulders. I like the blue along the arms and the legs of the figure. I do like the white right here, which breaks up the monotony of the blue on the legs. It's got these blue translucent wings, which look pretty cool. He does come with the black axe. Now I believe he's included because the axe is gang molded with the figure. So I guess they thought, why not just include it anyways? Now these wings do turn into swords, which you can also use as his weapons. You can detach these right here. Put them in his hands. Now, unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any storage for this axe right here. Tried putting it in the back. There doesn't really peg into anything here. So, once you get the swords in, still looks pretty cool. Now, I know you've seen pictures of this, but in hand, this feels really cool, having Optimus Prime with these big blue translucent swords. Now, this isn't normally the kind of repaint you would expect from Optimus. Usually, blue and white is something you would expect from an Ultra Magnus figure, but it still looks very cool on Optimus Prime, and I do much more prefer a lighter blue paint job for Optimus Prime. So, because of that, I do still like this figure, even though blue and white is more commonly associated with Optimus Prime. And honestly, I do like this paint job over an Optimus Prime, whose paint job is mostly red. And still definitely looks like Optimus with the nice faceplate head right here, which is basically the same head as the previously released Deluxe Optimus. Now, as for the articulation, this is on a ball joint, so does bend up probably more than 90 degrees. A little more than that. Full 360 right here, but if you have the wings, that will get in the way. It goes up right here, but unfortunately, because of the way this this shoulder joint is, there really is no way to get the arm to the side like this. So yeah. As for the legs, they go back and forth, 90 degrees at the knee, nothing at the foot. Head goes up and down because of the articulation. Also can rotate around, but can't really go down further than this. That's kind of the pose and this is the way the head normally is. So all in all, robot mode looks pretty cool. I do like the look with the wings and the axe, and the look with him holding both the swords. He looks cool either way. Do really like the newly improved chest. Love the paint job, which I think is better on this figure. I mean, this sort of paint job is better than the paint job on most Optimus Prime figures. And you still get a good amount of decent articulation. So I do really love this robot mode on this newly repainted and retooled Optimus Prime figure. Now, here is the much larger Power Surge Optimus Prime in the Robots in Disguise toy line. And compare it with the Deluxe figure. Now, this one is much larger, And you do see some details here not present on the Deluxe, such as the lightning and the Autobot symbol on the chest. And like with the Deluxe figure, you can put the wings away. And you can also get the cannons down, but that gets the faceplate down as well. And you still get the sword in his right hand, even though on the Deluxe the wings are the swords. Now, more details you can see better on the large figure. Sorry, these wings keep popping up. So that you do get more detail in the shoulder right here. Get some molded details that aren't present on the Deluxe, like this belt right here. And there's more paint on the legs. And there's also these blue fins on the arms, which look pretty cool. Now, I can't really say that either the Deluxe or the oversized Optimus Prime, that either one is superior to the other, but if you want to ask which one's better, I do lean slightly toward the Deluxe figure, mainly because this elbow can't swivel above the elbow or at the bicep, whereas this one, it can rotate. And that pretty much works better with how I play with the figures. And my play pattern works better with the Deluxe figure. And the Deluxe figure also scales better with the other figures in the Robots in Disguise line, because all the figures, well, most of the figures people are collecting are the Deluxe figures. So that's also a plus for the Deluxe. Well, that's it for me talking about robot mode. Now to transform this guy, it's basically the same as the regular Deluxe. Now these cannons get in the way, so you gotta take those off. And remember, the oversized figure, the cannons do go down, but given that a Deluxe figure will probably have less features than a larger figure, I guess it had to just come on and off. And the arms do become the nose of the truck, or the cab itself, and the legs just turn into the whole trailer. Now, you can store the axe and the swords in vehicle mode. Now, there's this... The instructions don't say this. There's this clearance right here, which you put into these tabs right here. And you can have the axe stored in the trailer. Then you take the swords, and I believe they're stored this way. No, wait. This one doesn't go here. This goes here. Same with this one. This should be the correct way to do it, because when you arrange the swords like this, it's streamlined with the width of the trailer, so this should be the correct way to store the swords. I haven't figured out where this goes. The instructions don't really mention where this goes in vehicle mode. Now, I did think that the clearance in the back of these cannons, that they could go into the handles of these swords, but as you can see, they're much too far apart. So these cannons don't really fit anywhere in vehicle mode. So you just have the swords and the axe stored in vehicle mode, which makes the figure look nice. helps hide the leg kibble, but no storage for the cannons, which is unfortunate. Now, you do get, admittingly, that Ultra Magnus look just shows up more on the Deluxe figure than it does on the oversized toy. I mean, this is the oversized toy in vehicle mode. As you can see, you do get the blue and white trailer, but the cab's supposed to be red. Here it's just white, and I believe they had to do that because the shoulders turn into the cab, and the shoulders are supposed to be white. So, vehicle mode, mostly you do get a lot of kibble here, but I think considering what it's supposed to look like and comparing it to what it actually looks like, between that, I still think the vehicle mode looks pretty cool, and it does do a better job of hiding all that kibble as opposed to this. You do see the fists, the arms on the side. Here you can see it covers it up pretty well on the sides. Now, I'm pretty sure that it's engineered so with the robot mode more in mind instead of the vehicle mode. So you do get a good looking robot mode, but still a lot of kibble here. I mean, you see the feet, the legs, but still high. But still, well, for a truck, it still looks a lot better at what it's supposed to look like than the oversized figure. And the vehicle mode still looks pretty good. And despite the fact that it's more of an Ultra Magnus paint job, it's still pretty good. It just really doesn't say Optimus Prime because it's all blue and mostly white. So it really looks more like Ultra Magnus than Optimus Prime. So all in all, this is a good vehicle mode. It does have its flaws, and the paint job doesn't really look like Optimus, but overall, still a good vehicle mode because of its design. You get the cool looking cab, hides it better, the kibble better than the oversized figure. And the paint job really matches well with the robot mode still. So, all in all, it's good vehicle mode, at least more good than bad. Now to get it back into robot mode, it's relatively simple. Just get those down, the arms down. The head up. Get the cannons in. Wings here. Now, technically the wings hang pretty low when you look at the back of the figure, but when you look at it the front doesn't look like it's hanging too low, and I think they had to do that because if you put the wings too high, the shoulders kind of block the wings and you can't really see them that well. Now, the only mode where you can have every part attached to the figure is robot mode, when you have the wings on the back, the cannons on the shoulders, and the axe in the hand. But I do like this mode the best. I mean, I'm kind of a sucker for giant robots with big wings, and this is no exception. I really do like the Eagle Hawk wing look. Looks very cool, and I do like how it's this blue effect part. Looks very cool, especially because blue is my favorite color. So all in all, this is a very cool figure. Fantastic robot mode, excellent paint job, decent amount of articulation, and it's a very cool design. I love the new chest. Vehicle mode does more look like Ultra Magnus, but design-wise, it's still pretty cool. What they were trying to attempt with the vehicle mode for Optimus Prime, and it still looks very cool. And as a vehicle mode representation of Power Surge Optimus Prime, this particular figure, paint job is still pretty good. And transformation, it's kind of simple, but still feels fun and intuitive. So all in all, this is a very cool figure. All three aspects, transformation, vehicle mode, robot mode, they all look pretty cool. They all look very cool, or more good than bad. So I do recommend buying this figure. Now, you may be wondering whether to get the deluxe figure or the oversized giant Power Surge Optimus Prime figure. I'd say you can't go wrong with either, but this is really more worth every dollar if you buy the deluxe figure. So if you see this in stores, be sure to pick him up. He's a really cool figure. This is probably one of the Optimus Prime figures I've been most looking forward to, besides the Power Master Optimus in the Generations toy line. And I do like this a bit more. It's really a much newer design, and I really do like it better than the Power Master figure. Well, that's it for my review. Please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/legendantihero. Friend me on Facebook, facebook.com/legendantihero. And follow me on Instagram. My username there is Legendary Antihero. And again, thanks for watching this video. I do recommend getting this figure. You definitely won't regret it. So be sure to pick this guy up when you see it. Well, that's it for my review, you guys. Goodbye.